Bridget, rushing over to Mòrag. Lady Mòrag? Mòrag, as she's putting the glove back on her right hand. Elma, feeling the spot where Mòrag slapped her. I see. Pyro near. Oh my god! Tora, what happened? Poppy. Masterpod, Mòrag hit Elma in the face. Tora, but why Mòrag do such thing? Mòrag, she said as to Tora. I felt like she deserved it, simple as. There's another moment of silence from the team. Elma, as she's still keeping her cool. Well, as unexpected as that was from you, I have to say that was quite unnecessary. Mòrag. Oh, it was quite necessary in fact. Bridget. Lady Mòrag, please. Mòrag. No, Bridget. As I said already, if I had a problem, I'd say it straight to her face. Zeke. Now come on, you two. What's the point of this little scuffle exactly? Mòrag. It's nothing. Stay out of it. Rex. Please, just calm down, everyone. Noticing Rex is having trouble maintaining order, Mithra takes over from Pyro again. Mithra. Everyone stop. This has gone on for long enough. Everyone takes notice of Mithra. Mòrag and Alma included. Mithra. Now, it's obvious that everyone's been a little more lively and on edge lately thanks to our new teammates. I mean, no offense, Shulk and Fiora and Alma. Shulk, Fiora and Alma. It's okay. Mithra. But come on, Mòrag. That was just out of line. Mòrag. Maybe so. Mithra. There's no maybe so about it. It just was. Mòrag. As she's looking down in shame. Indeed it was. Mithra. And you, Alma. You should probably apologise too. Your intention may not have been to provoke her, but you succeeded nonetheless, so you both deserve an apology. Elma, as she's nodding. You're right. I'm sorry, Mòrag. I didn't mean to push you. She offers a handshake. Mòrag, thank you. And I'm sorry too. I shouldn't have slapped you as I did. She takes Elma up on the handshake. As they shake hands, there's a round of applause from everybody. The relieved tension from the rooms / incident most likely provoked this. Mithra, as she's smiling confidently. Great. I'm glad we could get things sorted. Rex, who's walking up to Mithra. Thanks, Mithra. You're a real big help. Mithra, no problem. That's what I'm here for, after all. To help. This sentence resonates with Nia. It was similar to what she heard from Mithra down in the Central Exchange. Maybe Nia really could tell Mithra what was wrong, or anybody for that matter. Mithra then hands control back over to Pyro. Pyro. Phew, I'm glad that's over with. Rex. Yeah, me too. I thought it was all about to kick off, haha. Mòrag. I doubt it would have gotten that far, but nevertheless, I'm sorry once again, Alma. That was truly inexcusable of me. Alma. It's fine, really. It could have escalated after all, so just be glad that it didn't, I guess. Mòrag, who's nodding in agreement. Indeed. Mòrag and Alma both head back to their respective tables. Fiora. Wow, you really kept your cool there, Alma. How do you do it? Alma, who sits back down. Well, I can't give you a direct answer because I don't know myself, but I guess it just came from all of my journeying around Mirror with my team. Shulk. That would make a lot of sense, I suppose. When Fiora and I travelled around with our team, we certainly learned to keep our cool in the heat of the moment after a while. Well, all except Ryan anyway, he chuckles. Fiora, who starts giggling. He never really did learn, did he? Elma. I'm guessing this Ryan is a good friend of yours. Fiora. Oh yeah. Myself, Shulk and Ryan have been friends ever since we were children. Elma. Since you were children, huh? I assume you three have a particularly strong bond then? Shulk. Oh yeah, for sure. It certainly made our adventure together much easier as well. Elma. So you don't travel together anymore? Fiora. No, we just go about our lives like any normal person. After all, once you save the world, there's not much more you can do, she giggles. Elma. Ah, so your team also saved the world. I'd like to hear that from you sometime. Shulk. Of course, we'd be happy to tell you. But you might need quite a lot of spare time. He scratches his head, embarrassed. Elma. I'm sure we can find enough time eventually. Fiora. I hope so. It'd be fun to tell someone else of our adventures. Don't you think, Shulk? Shulk. Of course. And hey, maybe you could tell us of the adventures you've had on this mirror of yours sometime too. Sound like a deal? Elma. She folds her arms. I'd be glad to, but my stories probably won't be as grand as yours, from what I can tell. Fiora. Oh, come on, don't be so modest now. I'm sure you've got plenty of stories to tell. After all, you're a mercenary. Elma. That is true. I'm just saying not to get your hopes up, that's all. Over at Mòrag's table. Mòrag. I'm sorry, Bridget. I feel I should apologise to you too. Bridget. Not at all, Lady Mòrag. I can understand that things just got a little heated. Mòrag. But still, I'm sorry I made you worried like that. Bridget, who's nodding in acknowledgement. It's fine, thank you. Zeke, on his way back over. Hey, Mòrag, can I ask you something? Mòrag. Of course, just make it quick. Zeke. Okay, well, what was that about? Mòrag. What? The situation between Elma and I? Zeke. Yeah, that. Mòrag. I wouldn't worry about it if I were you. Zeke. I mean, I'm not worried about the fact you slapped her, it's just what pushed you to do it. Mòrag. I don't know. I guess my more irrational side took over. Zeke. Ha! I guess the Zeke-nator's assertion was right once again. Mòrag. Pray tell, what assertion? Zeke. You know, the one about you being inconsistent? Mòrag, who's reflecting on the situation. For once, you may be right. Zeke. What do you mean? The Zeke-nator's always right. Pandora. Highly debatable, my prince. Zeke. Oi! Didn't I say for you to watch it? Pandora. She giggles. Bridget. Quietly to Mòrag. Quite a unique tandem, then. Mòrag. Quietly to Bridget. Those two never cease to amaze me. Mòrag's then approached by Tora, who wandered over from his table, followed by Poppy not too far behind him. Tora. Mòrag? Mòrag, who's looking down at Tora. Yes, Tora. Tora. Is Mòrag okay now? Mòrag. Yes, I'm fine now. Thanks for asking. Tora. It's just... Mòrag's scary sometimes. Mòrag. Scary? Tora. Yes, Mòrag stood up to Elma, but was scary at the same time. Mòrag, who clears her throat. Yes, well, I'm sorry, Tora. I didn't mean to scare you. Tora. No problem. Tora's just happy no one got hurty-hurty. Poppy. But Masterpon, Mòrag hurt Elma across the face. Mòrag, who's looking down and embarrassed. Tora. Why Poppy misbehaving again? Tora told you not to say that. Mòrag. It's okay, Tora. If anything, I should be reminded of my mistake, as to make sure I do not do it again. Poppy. So Poppy did good then? Mòrag. Yes, you could say you did. Tora. Ah! Well done, Poppy. Tora very happy. Poppy. But Masterpon was telling Poppy off a second ago. Tora. Meh meh meh. I hate doing that noise. Sorry. Bridget, who's chuckling. You two are a perfect match. Zeke. That's not exactly what I'd call him, but I guess that's close enough. He shrugs. Tora. Meh meh meh. Tora confused. Mòrag. Don't worry about it, Tora. Now, how about you get back to your table? Rex isn't paying for the table just so you can spend that time at our table now, is he? Tora. Meh. Tora suppose Rex wouldn't. Okay, Poppy, let's go. Poppy. Yes, Masterpon. Mòrag's table watches Tora and Poppy head back to their seats. Bridget. While I don't agree with how Tora views Poppy or women in general, I have to, again, say those two are perfect for each other. Mòrag. You're definitely right on that one, Bridget. She looks down solemnly. Just like you and me, she says quietly. Bridget. Lady Mòrag? Did you say something? Mòrag. Oh, it's nothing. She looks back up. I was just thinking aloud. Zeke. You know, Mòrag, if there's anything on your mind, you can talk to any one of us. Mòrag. I know that, Zeke. Thank you for reminding me. She pauses briefly. But I assure you, it's nothing to worry about. Zeke. He sighs. Okay, whatever you say. Over at Rex's table. Nia. It sure has been quite a day so far, and it's not even midday yet either. Rex, you're not wrong there. He stretches. Well, with everyone finally in one place, should we head out to Goldmouth now? Pyro. Sounds good to me, she says cheerfully. Nia. Yeah, me too. Rex stands up from his seat to address everyone. Rex. Okay, is everyone ready to head out to Goldmouth now? Zeke. Yep, I'd say so, chum. Shulk. We're all done here, so yes. Tora. Tora is very ready. Poppy too. Rex. Great. Let's get to the flight deck then. My apologies. Rex and the team make their way to the Goldmouth flight deck, where they register for a flight to Goldmouth. The Argentum Trade Guild, Goldmouth flight deck. Rex. Okay, we're all registered, so now the only thing left to do is wait. Nia. And how long is the wait exactly? Rex. Oh, only about 20 minutes. Shulk. That's not too bad. At least we have some time to explore Argentum a bit more. Zeke. The Bernardo boy is right. Where should we show them then? Pyro. If anyone should know the Argentum Trade Guild, it's you, Rex, right? Rex. Of course, he says confidently. I know this place like the back of my hand. Tora. Rex very confident all of a sudden. Rex. Well, sorry, he says embarrassed. Rex then proceeds to show Shulk, Fior and Elma a bit more of the Trade Guild. The tour had to be kept brief as their flight was approaching, but Rex made sure to show the three the places he thought most vital. By the time Rex had finished showing the three around, the boat was only minutes away from arriving. Noticing how close Rex had cut it, he prompted the other three to hurry with him up to the flight deck. Just like that, the four booked it to the flight deck, and to the surprise of Rex, Shulk and Fiora, Elma easily outpaced them, even performing feats of parkour to get there, like wall running and quick jumps. On the flight deck, the team was waiting for Rex and the group to come up the stairs, when they were greeted by Elma landing with style just before the flight deck entrance, after vaulting over the fence. Everyone was taken aback, speechless by what they just saw. Elma, after brushing dust from her, just casually walked up to the team, almost as if nothing had happened. Elma. Hey guys, are we late perhaps? Nia. No, the boat's just pulling in now, she says as she points over at the boat. Elma. Oh, good. Rex was worried that we might be late, so we got up here as fast as we could. Zeke. Well, if that's what you want to call it. A few seconds later after Zeke said that. Rex. We're here, everyone, he says, out of breath. Fiora, who looks over at Rex. Well, more or less, she giggles. Shulk. Yeah, sorry guys, he says embarrassed. Mòrag. Well, you've arrived now, so there's nothing to worry about. Tora, who's walking over to Elma. Elma? Elma. Yes, Tora? She says as she bends down near enough to Tora's eye level. Tora, what was that just then? Elma, what do you mean? Tora, what you just did, the cool spinny stuff. Elma, oh, that was nothing. Zeke, it sure didn't look like nothing. Elma, sorry I guess, she says as she stands up to Zeke's eye level. I guess I was just showing off, huh? Nia, I realise that you're a blade in this world, but I've never seen a blade do something like that before. Rex, you've seen her before she got to the top. It was impressive. Elma, please, I'm not deserving of this, she says all flustered. Nia. Well, placing her hands on either hip. With that out of the way, should we get going? Mòrag, indeed we shall, she says with her arms folded. We don't want to pay an exorbitant late fee from these Nopon after all. Shulk. Ah, so the Nopon are the same here too then. Fiora. Doesn't surprise me honestly, she giggles. The team make haste and head back onto the boat headed out to Goldmouth. Unfortunately, according to the Nopon checking registration, Rex had to pay the exorbitant late fee. Rex. Darn. It's a whole day's journey from Argentum to Goldmouth via boat, so there was a lot of time to kill before they arrived there. About an hour into the journey, Elma got up from where she was sat on her bed in the room in which she was shared with Fiora, Poppy and Pyra. Fiora, who noticed Elma leaving the room, says to herself, I wonder where Elma's going. Elma, now on the deck of the ship, leans over the railing to get a view of the cloud sea below the boat. Elma. So it's a literal sea of clouds, huh? Intriguing. Fiora, who's peeking round a corner. At this point, Elma is standing at the railing with the wind blowing in her hair and the sun shining down upon her. Fiora. There's a brief pause. No, snap out of it, Fiora, she says to herself. Elma. I know you're there, Fiora, she says, peering round. Fiora. Darn, she says to herself. She moves from around the corner. She's now facing Elma. Did I really make it that obvious? Elma. Oh, I knew you were following me this whole time, sorry to say. Fiora. Oh? You did? Elma. Try not to take this the wrong way, but you give off an aura that just makes you noticeable. Fiora. I do? Elma. Yeah, I'd say it's a good thing actually. Fiora. Well, I guess that's why I was never good at hide and seek when I was younger. She giggles. Elma, who's laughing with Fiora. Oh, is that so? Was Shulk alright then? Fiora. Well, Shulk was great at it. He was always the last to be found. Meanwhile, Ryan was actually worse at it than me. Elma, who's smiling. There's a brief pause. I don't remember what my childhood was like actually. Fiora. You don't? Well, how come? Elma. That's the thing. I don't know. I wish I did, but I just don't. Fiora. So, you're similar to this ex guy you've told us about then, in that sense. Elma, who's looking off into the distance. I'm a lot like X actually, in more ways than one. Fiora. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to ask something you weren't ready to answer. Elma. No, she says, shaking her head. It's not your fault, you weren't to know. Fiora. Even so, I'm sorry I didn't think before asking. Elma. She places her hand on Fiora's right shoulder. Like I said, it's okay, there's no need to worry. From pretty much out of nowhere, they are interrupted by Poppy, who they didn't even notice was standing there. Poppy. What friend's talking about? Fiora, who's caught off guard. But Poppy, how long have you been there? Elma, who turns to face Poppy. I second what Fiora said. Poppy. Poppy not been here long. Poppy just wanted to see friends. Fiora, who's trying to pull herself together. Well, as fine as that is, you could have given us some warning at least. Poppy. Poppy, sorry. Poppy didn't mean to scare you. Elma. It's alright, Poppy. Fiora's just caught a little off guard by you there. Poppy. Poppy didn't scare Elma? Poppy only scared Fiora? Elma. Yeah, I was fine. Fiora. She clears her throat. I'm sorry, Poppy. You just really scared me there. She giggles. Poppy. What about question? Fiora. Your question? Oh! What are you talking about, you mean? Yeah, what friend's talking about? Fiora looks over at Elma, wondering if she should tell Poppy what they were just talking about. Elma. We were talking about what we did as children, Poppy. she says cheerfully. Fiora was telling me how she was bad at hide and seek. Fiora, who's embarrassed. Poppy, what about Elma? What'd she do as a child? Elma, what did I do as a child? Well, let's see. Fiora was curious as to how Elma was gonna go about handling this, given what she just told her. Elma, well, I don't remember what I did too well, unfortunately. It has been a while after all. Poppy, if Elma can't remember, she don't have to tell Poppy. Elma, are you sure? Poppy's certain. Mastodon taught Poppy not to push friends or Mastodon for answers for all the time. Fiora, why do I feel that Tora had other motives for teaching her that? Elma, I'm sure it's nothing, she says to Fiora. She shrugs. Anyway, I'm gonna head back to our room, Fiora. How about you, Poppy? Are you going back? Poppy already know Mastodon is looking for Poppy, so Poppy will return to Mastodon, she says confidently. Both Fiora and Elma watch Poppy walk off to find Tora. Elma, hang on, wasn't Poppy allocated to our room though? Fiora, yeah, she is. Why'd you ask? Elma, well, if, as she said, Tora is looking for her, that could mean one of two things. Fiora, okay. Elma, either Poppy encountered Tora on her way to us, or Tora met up with Poppy before she came to find us, leaving just Tora and Pyra in the room. And given what we know about Tora from the group, Fiora, she says alarmed. In Rex's room, shared with Zeke, Dromok, Tora, Shulk, and Azurda. Rex, who's looking around the room. Wait, Zeke, where's Tora? Zeke, I don't know, I haven't seen the Phobon in a couple of hours now. Rex, a couple of hours? Zeke, well, that may have been a small exaggeration. There's a brief pause. Besides, I wouldn't worry about him. I'm sure he's off eating his weight in food in the canteen or something. Rex, perhaps. Suddenly, they hear what sounds to be a scream coming from Mòrag's room. Rex, who's looking at Zeke, who looks over at Zeke, whilst panicking. Never mind, I know where he is. Mòrag's room, shared with Bridget, Antoya, and Nia. Mòrag, who had just gone out with a shower, is caught off guard by Tora, who is in the room at the same time, despite it being allocated for the female gender. Mòrag, Tora! What the hell are you doing in here? Tora, I mean it, honestly, Tora only looking for Poppy. Bridget, who ran in to see what was up. Lady Mòrag, what's wrong? Bridget looks down to see Tora just standing there in front of Mòrag, who is desperately holding a towel wrapped around her body. Bridget, oh, I see. Tora didn't mean to, honest! Rex and Zeke then rush into the doorway to see what was going on, only to see Mòrag standing in the room with just her towel. Rex, oh my god, I'm so sorry, he says, covering his eyes. Zeke, who looks down at Tora. Ah, so that's what happened. At this point, with 3 unwanted guys just in the area, Mòrag had lost her cool. She broke out her plunder whips and called Bridget to her side. Tora, wait! Please don't hurt Tora! Tora here by accident! Mòrag, well, if you're here by accident, then leave! Immediately! Poppy caught a wind of all the commotion and booked it to Mòrag's room. Poppy, what's going on here? Poppy is caught off guard by Mòrag and Bridget standing over Tora, who seemed fearful for his life. Now enraged, Poppy took the form of Poppy Cutie Pie, a vastly more powerful form designed by Tora and his grandpa for Poppy. Poppy Cutie Pie. Do not touch Mastopon, she says intimidatingly. Tora! Poppy! Realizing the situation they were in, Mòrag and Bridget extinguished the flames of the plunder whips and relinquished their grip on them. Mòrag, fine. But please, all of you, leave right this instant, she says sternly. Without even a second to spare, everyone who wasn't welcome rushed out of the room, with Poppy Cutie Pie hesitantly picking up Tora and escorting him out the door with her. Bridget then walks to the door to let herself out too. Mòrag. No, Bridget, you can stay. Bridget. Are you sure, Lady Mòrag? Mòrag. Yes, I'm positive. Bridget. Bridget. Okay, as you say, Lady Mòrag. Mòrag. Besides, it's gotten a little chilly now, despite the kerfuffle, so I can maybe use your body heat to help you warm up quicker. Bridget. Lady Mòrag, I couldn't possibly. Mòrag. Do not worry, you have my permission, Bridget. Slowly and cautiously, Bridget sits down with Mòrag on an assigned bed. Bridget scooches closer to Mòrag, who's still holding the towel over her otherwise naked body, though with less grip at this point. Otherwise? Sorry. Mòrag encourages Bridget to sit closer, so Bridget complies. Bridget then places her right arm around the back of Mòrag, placing her hand on Mòrag's slim waist. Put emphasis on that. My apologies. Bridget then leans her head on Mòrag's left shoulder. The two are now sitting in harmony, scooched close together. Mòrag's original intention was to have Bridget simply warm her up, but right now, she was more than content with the scenario they were both in, with Bridget seeming just as content, if not even more. Bridget. This is actually rather nice, Lady Mòrag. Mòrag. It is, yes. It's been difficult to find some proper peace and quiet amongst all the commotion as of late. Bridget. Indeed it has. I wish we had these moments more often like we used to. Mòrag. Hear, hear, Bridget. We have this moment now, so let's just savour it while we can. Bridget. Sounds good to me, Lady Mòrag, she says soothingly. Meanwhile, back at the guys' room, Rex. Tora! He says furiously. What were you playing at? You weren't supposed to be in there. Tora. Tora already said. Rex. That's not what I'm asking. You should have been there in the first place. Zeke. Easy, chum. Don't get too carried away now. Rex. I'm sorry, Zeke, but we almost got fried there. Or worse, we could have got caught in the middle of a pure anger-driven battle. Zeke. Well, I suppose you do have a point. Shulk, who's putting down a book he was reading. While what Tora did was inexcusable, he didn't seem to have a clue of what he was doing. Anyway, he made his intentions clear by saying he was only looking for Poppy. Dromark. Shulk's right, Master Rex. Tora had no ill intentions, even if he really shouldn't have been there in the first place. Rex, who folds his arms. He sighs. Yeah, you're alright. He bends down to Tora's eye level. Look, I'm sorry, Tora, but you need to understand that what you did was wrong. Tora understands. Tora won't make friends angry again, promise. Rex, who stands back up. Right, well, glad that's sorted. Zeke, yeah, and if it's anyone you don't want to piss off, it's Mòrag. Everyone, agreed.